Yo, what is up, guys? Today we are going to be looking at my off guard build that can absolutely score anywhere on the court and any amount of points that you needed to score, any percentage you needed to shoot. This build can do it. It just takes a little practice. If you learn your jump shot, this build is unstoppable. Now, look at the gameplay that I'm showing you here. So, this is just, we're going to start off with a little bit of part game winners just because it's fun. This is just all within a couple days, by the way, just 2 or 3 days playing the game. This is where I got all these clips from. I like to make this build really unique and not meta, so I went very towards my playstyle, but you guys can adjust it if you need to, or trust me, this playstyle is really good and I can prove it with how many points I score in these games. So if you look at my points during this game, it's about to be the second half. I already have 27 or 26 points. Then in the second half, I get another 3 right away, 29 points. This build can score like an absolute maniac. I had 37 at halftime here, 43, 46. This build is absolutely ridiculous. I average 30 points per game on 60% from the field and 3. So it's pretty unstoppable. I end up, like I said, I average 30 points, so it's very tough to guard me. Look at here, I have 68 points. Here I have 77. I hit another 3, that's 80, and then I went for 90, so here's 86, and then I shoot that, and I have an 88 points, and then I shoot another shot here, and I get 90. So, as you can see here, I got 90 points. 90 points with 7 assists. That's absurd. This build can just not, it's so hard to guard me because I can just move around so fast with my badges, and I'll explain that once we get to the builder itself. But I can move so fast off ball, it is impossible to guard me. You would need a very, very good lockdown build to do that, and some people do have lockdown builds, but not everybody does, and even when you do, you still have to be good enough to keep up with me and adjust to that movement. That movement is what's dangerous. It's spot finder. I'm able to just dex back right instantly. Even if you close out a little bit, man, I got Hall of Fame Deadeye, Hall of Fame Blinders. There's no way you are going to be able to do anything about that. This is all sped up just so you can see that it's back to back to back. I'm doing this all in a row and not doing this, split into different games. I'm just kind of showing you what it's like for me typically in a game that I'm kind of going off in a little bit. I'm kind of just moving on the fast breaks. I'm leaking out a little bit. You can afford to do that when you got decent teammates. I was playing with one of my buddies. The rest of them are randoms though, so it's not like we're playing with a bunch of good players. We're still bumming out a bit. So you can definitely do this with randoms. You guys just need to be good enough. Like, I'm clearly able to just shoot it every single time I touch it, right? So you just need to learn to be able to be crafty and be smart. I play pretty fundamental, but like when I'm going off, I'll shoot it from anywhere, man. It's unstoppable. Like, I just don't understand why I don't see this build more often. Look at 53% contested and 1. It's unstoppable. This build is absolutely ridiculous. You don't even have to worry about defense either. It's not like we're lacking on the defensive end. You'll see once I show you the build, but it has insane defensive stats too. But look, you can just come off the handoff, pull up if you want to, or you can do step backs. You can fade away off the catch and shoot. You have too many badges stacking on top of each other to not green it, unless you're bad. If you're bad, you can miss your shots. But I'm telling you right now, man, I don't miss worth shit. I'm able to hit it. Look, I can even dunk on people, man. I can dunk on people on this build. This build is absolutely ridiculous. It's the best build I've made so far this year. That Jokic build is very, very good, and it is the best center build in the game. I'll stand by that. But this is the overall the best build for me. I mean, hell, I'm averaging 30 points on it, and it's absolutely no problem. On 60% shooting. I've only lost a few games since I've played on it. So it becomes kind of redundant after a while of how good it is. You can just see how good it is just by watching the gameplay. But this is all, like I said, just in a couple days of playing. I grinded a little bit for a couple days and got a lot of clips. So you can see how many clips I got within that short amount of time. It'll tell you what you can get within a month, within a week, whatever you need to. But you start drawing double teams and you start baiting people into 3-pointers, and you can drive on the build, so it makes really tough for the defenders to be able to really do anything about it. You can actually be so crafty on this build that it's actually, look at this. He expected me to drive because I drove on him the play before. Look, I waited until they guarded me and jumped, and then I shot it. 44% contested. It's no problem, especially when you're in takeover. It's unstoppable. Look at this fadeaway, no problem. You can't guard that. I'm dexing off ball. Look at, he's trying to guard me. Can't guard me, man. You cannot guard me on this build. I'm telling you right now, people will not be able to guard you on this build. Once you get confident, you're unstoppable. You are unstoppable. I'm telling you that right now. There's no way you'll be able to do anything else other than just win, man. You just got to get used to your jump shot, and you are an absolute beast on the court. You can do literally everything. Like I said, you're no slouch on defense at all either. You're actually a really good defender, lockdown defender, and you'll be surprised when I show you that. But look at double team. They're sending doubles. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I can shoot from anywhere. What are you going to do about that? I'm doing step backs on people. I'm pulling up in their faces. I do not care. Look at that, counted as open. I pulled up right when he was in my face. But since I have my good badges, they're not able to do anything about it. Look at, I step back 2 or 3 just to be cocky. I'm shooting 100%, 15 points in that game. No problem. Look at, I'm dunking on people. This build is absolutely amazing. I wouldn't recommend listening to all my build videos and spending $50 every time I make a build, but I have made these builds, and I also made a VC build video, and I'll try to put that at the end of the video here. It's just so you can see there's a VC exploit, I'd call it, where you don't have to spend money, man. Don't spend your $50. You don't got to. You can easily use my exploit, and you'll be able to get through the year without spending any money. It just takes a little bit of grinding, and if you're used to grinding games, then you'll be all right with saving yourself $50. But look at, I'm able to take one dribble shots off the dribble. It's literally no problem. Look at, I'm taking the ball down the court myself, pump fake, pull up after they get on my sides. Blinders on Hall of Fame stops them from being able to contest it. My mid-range is actually the best part of this build, which is crazy after you've seen all these threes I've hit. But yeah, my mid-range is actually better than my 3. The badges themselves is what actually helps that a lot. That's why you'll see the way I made the build. Look, I'm rising up on people. Like, it's absolutely absurd what you can do on this build, man. It's unstoppable. Look at, see how he's on the side of me? Look at, step back, play fundamental, and just play real basketball like a scoring mid-range shooter or 3-point shooter would. You can just do whatever you like with your playstyle, but that's what's awesome about this build, is that it allows for multiple playstyles. It allows for you to be able to do different things that, the average player isn't used to doing or used to guarding. They're used to guarding the meta. But here, I'll just show you the build. First, you're going to want to go shooting guard, and you're going to want to go 6'4", and you're going to want to go to 184 pounds, I believe. Yep, and then you're going to want to go with a 6'7" wingspan, and the reason we go 6'7" wingspan is because you don't need it to be all the way down to 6'4", because we're not going to get 99 in any of those shooting categories, so you don't need to do that. So the first thing we're going to upgrade is the close shot. The close shot you're going to put up to an 81, and that's because you can get fast twitch, pro touch on Hall of Fame, you can get fast twitch on silver, stuff like that. Mid-range all the way up to a 98, three-pointer up to a 94. And your free throw is up to you, really, but I like to put it at a 99 because I'm a rec player, so that's just how I am. Pass accuracy is going to be a 77, which is fantastic. It's actually higher than one of my other builds that's a point guard, so it definitely does the work. And then ball handle is up to a 65 because your hands rating that dictates how good you catch the ball is actually dictated by your ball handle. So that's really important to have up on a shooter. I think that's a huge mistake people make with off-ball shooters. Perimeter defense is a 93, so you get gold clamps. I'm telling you right now, it's insane. Make sure you go with 60 steal so you can get the interceptor on bronze. If you don't have it, your build will be bad on defense for off-ball. You cannot guard people. They'll end up scoring on you. Trust me, go 60 steal. The defensive rebound I just put up to a 60 just in case I needed to rebound. It's super cheap on the builder, so I didn't really care about it. Speed up to a 90. The 90 speed is going to help you get open, especially on fast breaks. Then you want to go 93 accelerations. Hall of Fame Spot Finder is the best badge in the game. I don't even care. It makes you move so fast, it's ridiculous, and it helps you boost your shot attribute timing once you actually get open with the Spot Finder and start shooting. Put your standing dunk up to a 65, and there you go. You have an unbelievably good build, and it's not even hard to get used to. You just learn your jump shot and you're suddenly lethal. I'm telling you, I never realized how good this build was going to be when I made it. I just tried to make an off meta guard, and it is absolutely insane. If you play rec or anything like that, you're going to love this build. Even with randoms, you're going to dominate. It's going to be compared to JJ Redick Klay Thompson and Derek White, which aren't the greatest comparisons, but nobody's played like my build ever in NBA history. So it's tough to, pinpoint one person on it, but the Klay Thompson one is pretty good. Yo guys, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like, comment. If you want to ask me about my animations or my settings or my release timing, anything like that, just let me know. I could either make a separate video or I could just answer your questions in the comments like I usually do. But I would like it if you did enjoy this video. You can also check out a couple of my other videos on my channel. Leave a like, just give me a view on it. It'll do a ton for me, and it'll do more than you might realize, and it just takes 2 seconds of your time. I really appreciate it. Make sure to click the subscribe button if you did enjoy, and have a nice day. Peace out.